Welcome to TriMet 101. Today we're going to be breaking down some trains and talking about 70% low floor versus 100% low floor. Firstly, the concept of this video, which I'll explain shortly, can apply to buses or trains, but for the sake of this video, I'm just focusing on rail vehicles. You have three options when purchasing vehicles for your rail system: high floor, 70% low floor, 100% low floor. But what does that mean, and what are the benefits? High floor comes in two flavors, but one of them tastes kinda bad. You have high floor with low platform, or high floor, high platform. When building a light rail or similar system from scratch, I highly recommend this option, getting high floor trains with high platforms, because the floor is all still the same level, and it allows for a much more flexible seating layout inside. It has quite a few benefits, really. The worst version of this is to have the high floor trains with steps at the doors because the platforms are low. Even if you have ramps or wheelchair lifts that allow you to get into the train without using the steps, the rest of the passengers that don't use that wheelchair ramp or lift are still going to have to climb steps, which has its own set of downsides. But in this millennium, it seems as though we don't build high floor light rail anymore for some reason, and so we have two other options: 70% low floor and 100% low floor. Lots of cities choose the 70% low floor design. The train is low enough to the ground to where it's pretty much sidewalk level, and so you can just easily board from the street at sidewalk level. But at both cab ends of the train, there will be some steps and some seats that are higher up, and the operator cab's door that's up there as well. 100% low floor is similar, but the entire train is low floor. There are no steps at all in the train. And on the surface, 100% low floor seems like a clear winner, especially from an accessibility standpoint, because now anybody can access the entire train very easily. So why are we still making trains that are 70% low floor? Well, take a look at the seating layout of a train that has a 70% low floor design. You can cram quite a bit of seats in the upper deck of a train, and better yet, they all face the same direction. But in a 100% low floor vehicle, you have to deal with something in which you previously didn't: wheels. Our Type 4 trains show this quite well, because the center section of the train they built the same way that 100% low floor trains are built. This is how the seating layout looks in a 100% low floor vehicle. All of the wheel trucks have seats like this, because the wheels get in the way. Our other low floor trains just use galley style seats and just put a bench of seats right across the middle, which is a little better, but then that would mean if you wanted to do this for the whole train, then all three wheel trucks in your train would have a bunch of sideways facing seats, and you would lose most of the forward facing seats. You also lose quite a few seats doing it this way, and you can't get anywhere near as creative with your seating layouts. So let's break it down. In a 100% low floor train, all three wheel trucks will look like this. You can choose to put sideways facing seats across the wheel trucks, but that means you'll lose some seating. However, in a really crowded train, this may not be as big of a downfall, because a lot of passengers will be standing, and so you can cram more passengers into a train like this. But you gotta ask yourself, does my light rail system get this busy to where removing some seats and making the seating layout like this makes sense? Should I have built a metro instead that uses these kind of trains? Was it worth sacrificing the 2x2 seats that face forward, which are more comfortable of a seating layout, just so that I could cram as much people into a technology that isn't meant to be high capacity? I much prefer this: 70% low floor is the best low floor. However, I still think, like I said at the beginning, that one solution tops that. That's high floor, high platform. High floor... HFHP removes all barriers to the wheelchair accessibility and all of that because the floor of the platform is the same as the floor of the train, and then it allows you to get as creative as you want with the seating layout. The floor is higher, and so the wheel trucks don't pose anywhere near as big of a problem as they do on 100% low floor trains. So, do whatever you want with the seating layout. Here's a video of our high floor trains, which are not HFHP, but you can walk from one end of the train all the way to the other without going up or down any steps. Now imagine the steps at the door weren't there and instead the platforms were higher, and these trains would be perfect. And there you go, you've made an excellent light rail system. If you want to research a light rail system that has existed for decades, longer than the Portland area's max, then look no further than Calgary in Alberta, Canada. Their trains are exactly like this, high floor, high platform. I'd like to see this make a comeback. I think this sort of format makes sense. And it allows for maximum accessibility as well, which is a huge bonus. But before I fully end this, I'd like to talk about streetcars. I have a different opinion for streetcar systems. High floor with high platform probably doesn't make too much sense. That's a lot of infrastructure to build for something that is usually a not too invasive construction project. I think I'm close to 50-50 on whether to choose the 70% low floor or 100% low floor, but I still think the 70% low floor design edges out as the winner because I much prefer seating layouts like this. I don't want to look at people while I'm riding the train, like this. Thank you for watching. Maybe I should go to Calgary. Okay, I'm not made out of money, so I can't just travel whenever I want, wherever I want, with however much money I want. Unless one of you guys wants to give me $1 million. But since that's pretty unlikely, that's going to have to be a while before you see videos of Calgary on this channel. But anyways, I thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.